Hey everyone, I'm Zoe with True Crime Stories, real crime, real people, and real horror. Tonight's case is on one that the entire world watched in real time. A famous athlete, a brutal double murder, and a courtroom battle that became a cultural moment. Television screens were glued, opinions were divided, and a verdict would be debated for decades. This is the story of the trial that stopped a nation. In June of 1994, two people were found murdered outside a home in Los Angeles. The crime scene shocked even seasoned investigators, and the brutality of the attack made it clear that this case would not be an ordinary one. Evidence quickly began to point towards a well-known public figure. Blood, a vehicle, and a trial of circumstances drew the attention of law enforcement and the media alike. Every move of the investigation followed by millions. When authorities attempted to arrest the suspect, the world watched a slow-speed police chase unfold live on television. It was a moment that froze the nation in silence and made the case impossible to escape. The courtroom became a stage. Prosecutors laid out their evidence. The defense challenged every detail, raising questions about handling of evidence, police procedures, and possible bias. After months of testimonies, the jury reached a decision. The verdict stunned many and satisfied others, leaving the country deeply divided. The case went on to influence how trials were covered by the media, how celebrity was viewed in the justice system, and how the public understood reasonable doubt. The case of O.J. Simpson wasn't just about one man. It exposed deep fractures in the justice system, in media ethics, and in America itself. It forced us to confront uncomfortable truths about fame, race, domestic violence, and how easily narratives can divide a nation. Whether you believe justice was served or not, one thing is certain: this case changed how trials are watched, covered, and remembered forever. When someone famous is accused of something unthinkable, it shakes people in a different way. O.J. Simpson was a hero to millions before he was a defendant in court. That contrast between public image and private reality is what made this case so haunting. It reminds us that fame does not equal innocence, and public opinion does not equal truth. This was one of the first media spectacle trials. Cameras in the courtroom, wall-to-wall coverage, analysts turning evidence into entertainment. It blurred the line between justice and show business, and in many ways it set the stage for how modern true crime is consumed today. Amid all the headlines, debates, and courtroom drama, we can forget the real lives lost. This story isn't just about a trial, it's about families forever changed. When we talk about this case, it's important to center compassion and remember why it began in the first place. Even decades later, mention O.J. Simpson, and emotions still run high. Few cases have sparked as much debate, anger, and division. And maybe that's why it continues to be discussed. Not because it's simple, but because it's complicated. The case of O.J. Simpson didn't just end in a courtroom. It echoed throughout living rooms, headlines, and history books. It blurred the line between celebrity and a criminal accusation, between justice and spectacle, and even how years later it still sparks debate. If this case made you think questions or see something differently, then it did exactly what true crime is meant to do. Let me know your thoughts in the comments, respectfully and thoughtfully. Do you believe justice was served, or do you think this case was always remain controversial? Don't forget to like and follow and subscribe so you never miss a story. Until next time, stay curious, stay aware, and remember, I'm Zoe, and I'll see you in the next episode.